I'm also feeling like I'm maybe being called to do more exploration in the spiritual realms and to get more accustomed with traversing the spiritual realms whilst obviously still alive in this vessel, and to learn really how to be navigating the dream realms, how to navigate all the spiritual realms. I do to a degree, but I feel like I'm being called more into that space to be more of a spiritual guide in those realms as well, to help people, say, cross over. That's been coming up quite a lot recently, is people needing help with their friends who've just passed on, needing them to help get them to heaven and make sure they cross over okay. Things like doing healing work in those realms, in the heart of God and stuff like that. I'm being called so much more to that. And I almost feel like they were calling me to consume more light and to charge my light up more so I could have more spiritual protection and awareness when I go and do this stuff. So to give you a Ray 6 up rate, yeah, so I woke up with the worst energy. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily horrible. I've had so much worse, but it was groggy. So I got up, I did my routine as always. The routine is going to be part of the structured 7-ray challenge that I'm building as well. And as I was doing it, I was charging myself up, feeling really good again. It got rid of the groggy energy and it charged me up. I felt good again. And also I noticed that I was doing some movement and I was like rotating my hips. And say last September when I was doing hip rotations, this makes me sound really old, but one of my hips was like clicking as I was rotating my hips. And since I've been on the 6 rays so far of eating high nutritional raw, I've been doing the hip rotations and there's no clicks, and it's just like my vessel feels a lot more like, is the word like supple or limber or something? It feels more flexible, it feels more flowing, it feels like I would say actually more lubricated. So I feel like possibly I've been maybe dehydrated and not drinking enough water or not having enough liquids. Because as I was saying, in my previous way I would eat like a salad, but I would just put dried spices on. So I wasn't getting maybe enough liquids. Maybe I needed to have these wet sauces that I've been blending up as well and making sure I'm getting enough. And I've noticed it in my skin is like the absolute difference just from, I'd say, 3 rays in, and noticed my skin just glowing so much more. The bumps and lumps I had under my skin have pretty much gone now, and it used to be all like a bit patchy, red in certain areas and like pink and lighter in certain areas, and now it's evenly toned. And also I've noticed I used to wake up and I would have like bags under my eyes and like a puffy face, which I believe is due to like poor lymphatic drainage. And I thought, oh, I'll have to do face massages to deal with that, but actually I've noticed since this 6 rays that I don't have as much of that anymore. So it's, my lymph system isn't even needing to drain it as much, or it's not getting clogged up from toxins as much. I don't know. I wasn't even eating toxins. It's just that I wasn't eating enough. But perhaps I'm giving myself enough fluid to help the system kind of flush itself through. So that's great as well.